That's actually a really nice buck. A 300 scoring potential muley right there. Wow. I don't really want to take a trotting shot though. We found out just how good the new scope on the 12 gauge shotgun is for turkeys. But now we're going to find out just how good it is for slugs. I just spotted this massive muley buck and he's a level 5. I don't know if I've ever seen this rack before. That's not the one I'm talking about. When I find the one that I'm talking about, you'll know, trust me. That is the buck I'm talking about. Look how wide that thing is. That is an incredible muley buck. He's about 100 yards out though, and I don't want him to spook. I want to get on him kind of quick. So we'll zero in for about 100 yards here. He should be about like 110. And that looked to me like a perfect hit with the 12 gauge slug. Let's watch. And he just piled up. That is a giant muley that we just took down with the 12 gauge slug. Yeah, that's gonna be our first big buck with the 12 gauge slug. And he is definitely a giant. Wait till we go over here and take a look at him. You probably couldn't really see how wide he is, but this sucker is really wide. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be like 42 inside or something like that. He's massive. Well, here he is. Let's take a look at this massive muley. I mean, I honestly don't know if he's a true level 5 or what, but he is one incredible buck. That's all I know. So we'll take a picture of him. And let's find out how he's going to score. He's actually going to score 275 and wow. So we got a left lung at 112 yards out. So that is, I guess, like the big 4 rack because 275... Or could that, yeah, because he doesn't weigh enough to be, I don't think he weighs enough to be like the small 5. But anyways, what I want to find out is how wide this thing is. He actually has a spread of 46 inches. That is a super wide buck and probably the widest muley that I've ever seen so far. Now, tip to tip is 36 because he does have points that kind of go in. That's from here to here. But we're talking from the inside of this point here to the inside of this point here. 46 inches is just an incredible muley buck, and he's a gray and a huge gold. So you know what, I think that's actually going to go in our trophy lodge because that is just a phenomenal looking muley buck right there. Well, this could be kind of interesting. This right here should be a pretty solid 4, like a 248, and then there's another one right here at 120 out. So ideally I would like to try and get both these bucks down here. There actually might be even more bucks that I can't quite see. But 130 yards out is not really that far. Maybe we'll get just like a little bit closer. Actually, that just might work right there. We just got into about 117 out from both these bucks. That buck right there is a beautiful buck, and that's going to be the biggest one. But we're going to attempt to try and take down both of these at 117. I mean, it looked good. The first shot should have been good. The second one might have been shoulder blade, but it definitely looked good. Well, I guess the only one way to find out is to go over there and go see what it looks like. Let's see. So they should have been standing. That is an awesome sign right there. A vital hit, and there's a buck piled up right over there. And if you look right here, that is a vital hit as well. And there's another buck piled up right over here. So I do believe they're both piled up right next to each other. Yeah, there's one right there, and this one is right here. I don't know which one is which, but let's pick this one up and find out. That is going to be the biggest one, 248 blonde. We got a right lung at 118 yards out. Let's take a look at that shot. Oh, wow, we held it perfectly for the drop there. Nice right lung, and that's a beautiful muley buck right there. Wow. And then we have this buck here. This is actually a really nice looking buck as well, but he just wasn't quite as big as the other one. So we'll swing by and pick him up. That one's going to score 244. We got a right lung on him at 115 yards. That rack is actually really, really unique. I definitely want to save him, but right lung at 115. Remember I thought we might have hit the shoulder? We hit about an inch above it, so we actually lucked out. If we would have hit a little bit lower, we might have hit the shoulder there, but that is not bad penetration. 115 yards out with a 12 gauge slug again. That's not too bad of a buck right there. He's about 56 out from us. We happen to be up in a tripod right now, but I want to call... What is that? That's a doe. I would like for this buck to turn a little bit more broadside here, which that should help us out. That's him right there. That's a cool looking buck. Look at that. Wow. It's a very cool looking buck. Got another buck in the back here. You can see his rack coming up, but this buck here is stopped and I don't mind that angle. I don't absolutely love it. So we're going to attempt to catch the top of the heart, which I don't think we got that, but I couldn't even spot him. I don't know if he went down or what. Now this might be kind of interesting. 230 yards. I'm wondering if we can take down this buck. If we can even see the buck. Yeah, we could see it. We could definitely see it. So we'll zero in for 160. 230 yards. I want to know if we actually had the penetration to be able to take down this buck. That's a hit. That is definitely a hit. And it's not going to take it down. Okay. Well, now we know to not try that again. But that should help take it down. You can take up to like a 200-yard shot with a shotgun. You know, even with like the rifle barrels nowadays, you could probably take up to like a 250-yard shot with a shotgun. So it's possible to take that far of a shot with a shotgun. And that's why I just wanted to find out how it could work. Well, that answers the question as to why we couldn't see this buck running away, because he's piled up right here. This was about like a 50-yard shot, and we did get a right lung, a 222 gold. Not a bad buck, but let's see where we hit. I was holding for here for 100, and we hit right there, so that's not bad. 46 yards out. Now, if I had to guess where we might have hit on that buck, I'm gonna say we probably hit it somewhere in the front shoulder. Shoulder blade. 229 yards, and we hit it right in the shoulder blade. Just a little bit too high. Oh, I really wish that we would have hit a little bit lower so I could tell if we could get lung. That's a diamond potential pronghorn antelope out there, about 150. But the thing is, I don't really know if we can use the slugs on him or not. I really want to know, and we might try and find out. According to this, we should be able to use the 12 gauge slugs on this pronghorn. 113 should work right there, actually. I do want to wait till he picks up his head. Oh, that might have been spinal cord. I mean, we should have had like a little bit of drop, but I don't know if we got that much drop. I'm thinking we should have caught at least like the top of the lung. We should have. Whew, that was a little bit too close for comfort. We ended up catching right lung and thoracic vertebrae and spinal cord. Oh, did we not hit the spinal cord? No spinal cord, just vertebrae and double lung at 111 yards. Wow. Really couldn't get much closer than that. That is so lucky, but a really nice diamond. I am really happy with that, and very grateful we didn't mess that one up, because that could have been not so pretty. So kind of cool. We just took down a diamond pronghorn with the 12 gauge slugs, and that's actually going to be our second diamond pronghorn so far. That's actually a really nice buck, a 300 scoring potential muley right there. Wow. I don't really want to take a trotting shot though. But I think we just made a really good hit. Yes. Oh, that was an absolute giant buck. An absolute giant. Oh my god. It was a little bit risky taking that kind of a trotting shot, because I don't really know, you know, what the lead is with this, with the shotgun, but apparently we got it just right, because you piled up. And let's find out what he's going to score. But he was a beautiful buck. That's all I know. 300.60. That is an incredible looking buck. Definitely getting that thing mounted. Unbelievable. We got a 79-yard right lung. And we centered that thing so perfectly. I was holding like right about here, maybe a foot in front of him for 80 yards out on the trot. And we just absolutely smoked that beautiful buck. A 300 score in gold. Wow. That is one incredible rack. That actually is a rack that I've never seen yet. An overall spread of 43 inside. But that actually might be one of the most beautiful true rack muleys that I've seen yet. That right there is so impressive. Wow. I can't wait to put him in our trophy lodge and see what he's going to look like. I wasn't exactly planning on coming to the trophy lodge, but we did get 3 really special animals today, and that's going to be, this one was the first one here that scored 275. He had a 40 inside spread on that thing, so that's going to be our widest buck yet, I do believe. That's the one we got in the very beginning at 100 yards out. And then we got this thing right in the end, one of the coolest looking racks that we've gotten, I would say. I mean, that just looks so realistic, super wide, tall, really sharp tines. Just an incredible 300 scoring Truax Muley buck. Not only is he just incredible looking, but he is massive as well. And of course we have over here our diamond Truax Muley, and the lighting really looks cool right now, just like that. I like that a lot, actually. I don't know what is with this lighting, but I think it's because it's kind of getting towards the evening right now, so the sun is setting, and yeah, there's really good lighting. That's what's going on. But then we also got one more really cool thing, and that is this. That is our 100.3 scoring diamond pronghorn antelope. So yeah, kind of cool. We ended up with 2 really cool animals and a diamond, all in one Truax muley hunt with a 12 gauge shotgun. But you know what, this lodge is actually coming along really nicely here. I mean, we have a really big variety of different racks here. We got the big 6 over there, that's the 247 in the back, got a 275 there. Here's our big 283 up in the front. That's the white, actually no, that's the forked G2 muley over there. Really cool. The one we got today. And then this one here is, I think that's one we got like, what, 2 or 3 days ago. This is the smartest buck ever. It took us 3 different attempts to be able to get this thing. And this buck's a little bit famous too, because he actually led us to our first ever diamond Rocky Mountain elk, which I honestly don't think I've showed you guys that. Oh, over here. There's our whitetail buck that I put up there. It's not really a whitetail, it's a mule deer, but it had the same rack as a whitetail, so I thought he'd be cool, and we had to get him out and put him in the lodge. And here is our Rocky Mountain diamond elk, next to our OG diamond muley and our OG diamond muley. But yeah, here is the one and only diamond Rocky Mountain elk. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.